What's going on, guys? Long time no see. It is January 1st, 2022. I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve. I just this week celebrated my 1-year podiversary. Disappointing. I wanted to get 26 episodes so that I could average one every other week. I did that. However, I scrapped 2 of them. The last one being one of the ones that I scrapped. So technically I made 26 videos, but I only posted 24. So, but that doesn't count. You got 24 videos. So, I was down here dying last week. I should have posted it because, I mean, this thing's all about learning and all that stuff. And, it was definitely a learning experience. I made a colorway that I absolutely hated. And today I woke up, I've already been down here dyeing, and I did my first dye over. So that was pretty cool. It's still meh. I don't know. I'm in a funk because we restocked yarn, and usually I get the Stroll line, but they didn't have any. They were sold out, so I got the Felici, and it's still, I mean, instead of the Stroll is usually 100 grams, 462 yards. This is 100 grams, 436 yards. And it's smaller. Like, I don't know. It feels like a jip. It's more money for less yarn. And I don't know. I don't love it. So, but that's neither here nor there. I felted my first yarn last week. I did I bought some of the, I can't remember what it's called. The tweed that I love so much. The woodland tweed. And it was Struggle City. It's got alpaca in it, so I tried to go for a specific colorway, and it came out really, really muted because of the alpaca. That was a learning experience that I could have gone over, but I felted it, dude. Like, I couldn't get the yarn to exhaust, or the dye to exhaust. So I thought in my pea-brain head, like, hey, let's crank up the temperature. And I got this. Not even close to what I was going for. I can't sell it. I just can't. We were able to put it on the Swift, cake it up, and it pulled apart. It wasn't like completely felted to where it wouldn't pull apart, but just not what you guys deserve. I did make something last week that I was totally proud of. I have grabbed the first drink of 2022, by the way. Pineapple rum, orange juice, pineapple juice. It's good. Hold on, I'll get the one I do like. And I really thought they were rad as all get out. I wanted to try heavy speckling, but only on one end. And I succeeded, but between the felting and the one that I absolutely hated, it was, yeah, scrapped the entire episode, so. I have an idea. This is on the Glimmer, the Stroll Glimmer. I brought some more of that. I love the sparkly yarn. I don't know why. It might be my favorite base. The with the stellina in it. I don't know if that's super popular, but look, completely white on one end and then colors on the other. I kind of dig it. It'll be available on the shop here shortly. I reckon I could get you the one. Hold on. Still drying. But I guess I need to let you know what I did first. It was a purple and gray, and I over dyed the whole thing in radioactive. So it brought out some. It's still wet, so it still left some of the purple in there. Man, it's kind of some like spooky vibes. I know we're way past Halloween. But that's pretty cool. I like it better than I did. So today, I don't know, I want to try to push myself a little bit. I feel like I get crazy with the colors, and then I come out with stuff that all looks like the same. So I'm going to try doing, like, with one of them, I'm going to try doing just the one end and then the other end in the same color, and then go across with some speckling in the middle. I think it'll, like, yellow with maybe some frozen speckles. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the other Felice yarn fingering weight that I've got soaking, but you know how this goes. We'll figure it out. So, alright, man. Let's get to rocking.
Reactive routine, baby, such a delight. I see him, I can feel him, I'm feeling it right. Amphetamine, 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 amphetamine delight. Well, I ride almost every night. Sweet baby, baby, my amphetamine delight. I'm never for me. I'm a no and I'm a nothing, I'm not a big deal. I see him, I can feel him, I'm feeling it right. Amphetamine. Well, I ride almost every night. Sweet baby, baby, my amphetamine
little bonus segment here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's snowing outside. So, something that I've seen quite a bit of, but never tried, is ice dyeing. So I am off today. Just me and the kiddo here, building snowmans, drinking hot cocoa. Snowmans. Snow people. Drinking hot cocoa. And I have taken my deep pan and some Felici fingering weight and a little like tray and spread it out. I did 4 skeins on this little tray. I'm gonna go load it up with some snow. I've got 1 skein in the bottom just to see what happens. Like once it all melts and goes down into it, like what will it? It'll probably look like a hot mess. But I've seen people do this, and it's my turn to try. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, I am actually setting up in the shower where I usually just hang my stuff to dry. But I have a pan, I have a tray. I'm going to mix some citric acid and some dye. I'm going to put on my respirator. I don't know if I'm going to be able to video this, but I'll come back and show you like after I have the dye on. And now we wait. Let's see what happens. Alright, it's been about an hour. But my dumbass did the dye in the direction of the yarn. Instead of going sideways when the yarn is up and down. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But we're definitely probably going to have some different colored yarns. Well, that's something. What's going on, guys? So everything you saw before was last week. As usual, I was trying to get in and do some editing and do the final for the episode during the week, and it just didn't happen. But the snow business got in the way a little bit. So our snow dyeing that we tried didn't turn out quite as I expected, I guess. So I soaked the yarn in water and vinegar, and I guess it didn't sit long enough or whatever. And then I also had citric acid, put that in there with the dye, and it was like very lightly speckled. It was cool, but then I was like, you know what? This is all about learning, right? So I didn't love it just the way it was. So I took all of them this morning. You may have saw my Instagram story of what I did. So this is our ice dyeing. It's not 100% dry. Some of them are drier than the other ones, but it was kind of just plain white with basically like speckles where the snow melted through. So what I did was I took some ballerina pink and did it in a pot with like a medium amount of citric acid, and it struck real quick, and I had it all in there, and then the top part was still kind of white, and I took that apart and looked at it, and I was like, I want to try a little bit of gray. So I did a little bit of gray, and it was awesome because a lot of it stayed pink, but then some of it turned purple and from the silver gray, and then at the top, the stuff that was sitting on the top actually became gray. So I've got a multitude of colors. Not one single skein is the same. Like this, it's pretty fun, dude. And I had fun doing it. I did that with snow. That's freaking real Balmer, Maryland snow there, one. That little snow came down there and he said, hey, Yarn, I'm going to come down there and hang out with you, hon. I'm going to make you pretty colors. We're going to go down the ocean. That's how Marylanders talk. Every single one of them. All of them. If you're from Maryland, don't get offended. You know that was a perfect impersonation. Dare one. So that was our ice dyeing, dude. Snow dyeing. Whatever you want to call it. Like, it turned out pretty groovy. So I don't know what I'm going to do for these. Like, as far as, like, if we put them on the shop or whatever. I may just give them all to my wife and tell her to crank them up. Instead of being like... Because if I put these up, and you see this one, but you want that one, how am I gonna know the difference? And I mean, I could go through all the work of doing one individually, or I could just say, hey, you get what you get. It's a present. It's a surprise. But I don't know. I might have the wifey crank them into socks or tubes or something like that, and then just sell them as tubes. I don't know. We will see. But one I'm really excited about. So, one night the wife and I were camping, and we had a couple of we were grabbing our drink a little bit. Speaking of which, grab your drink. I don't know how my cup became the Yarn Dyers beer drinking extravaganza cup. I now have Pretty Twisted, Dog Star, Chevy Rail, the badass Bobby Canatress from Hearing Colors Dye Works. The only one I don't have on here is a Mesa Skeins. I don't know if I can even fit a Mesa Skeins. I might yank that off or that off and just make this all yarn fiber, folks. But, so, I digress. We were sitting around, and if you see me looking over there, I'm sorry. The Ravens game is on. Trying to focus my attention here. I've got the volume turned down. So, we were sitting there talking, and my wife actually said the words. So, I've never had a yarn dye, like, or a colorway, like, come this way. We were sitting there, we were having a couple of beers, and we were on the Eastern Shore, which is kind of, I almost said redneck. I don't want that to be offensive to rednecks. So I'm not going to say redneck part of Maryland. And Quill actually was like, woo! Shooting bears drinking beers and shooting deers. And I was like, oh my God, that's an awesome name for a colorway. So, I attempted this colorway in the scrapped episode that I threw away that I hated. Because I was like, oh, I want to try it on my... Why can't I remember the name of this? The one that I felted, I told you earlier. That was supposed to be this colorway. But because of the alpaca, the colors didn't... They were like really muted, and it don't look nothing like camo. And then I got a little distressed because after I made it, it still didn't really look like camo. I was like, wait, what? I did all the things. I did all the stuff, right? So I asked my quill. I asked my quill. I was like, can you maybe make me like a swatch? Or crank up one of these. And she did. And that shit looks like camo! And she even put safety orange as a funny haha for her waist yarn. Look at that. It was exactly what I wanted. Can't really see it as well here as you can here, but that turns into that. So I was thinking, like, for the husbands and stuff like that, like, I'm a dude that doesn't knit, but I enjoy the things my wife makes for me most of the time. But how cool, like, I was like, she can make, like, a balaclava for when I go hunting, or, like, a camo hat for me. That's pretty heckin' awesome, dude. I like it. Boop. And then another thing, because I am doing the new to you make along for the that's put out by the ladies at the oh my god, hold on, almost there, I don't remember. Oh goodness, where's my phone? My wife, we've had this discussion. My wife has been challenging to show some restraint. A lot of my stuff is very full color. And so I grabbed some sparkle yarn and I just did a little bit of duckling with some frozen blue speckles, and then I made sure to bring the frozen blue speckles into the yellow, because yellow and blue makes green. Spoiler alert, it's green. So this is the sparkle yarn. Quill loves this one. She thinks it's going to be pretty rad. So take that. Do you think I did okay with the restraint? I hope it knits up okay. And then, I can't remember if I talked about it at the beginning of this. Cocktail at the Coop. The Cocktail at the Coop ladies are the ones that are putting out the make-along. The new to you make-along. Which is just something that is new to you. Not knitting, like there's a lot of knit-alongs out there, but this is a make-along. So you could do whatever you want. So I'm counting it as me trying new stuff. So new stuff. I mean, this isn't new stuff, but this is a new colorway, and it's a new way of me making colorways. I made a colorway out of an idea for the first time a year later. That's almost embarrassing that most of the time I get to the pans and I'm just like, the dye will tell me what we're making. And I make my decision right there on the fly. No planning, no nothing. So this one right here, I talked about at the beginning, I think, was a colorway that I hated. It was cool. I showed it on my Instagram. It was just a purple and a gray. I've done it. It's been done. I didn't like it. So I took two kind of regular colors and I threw them bitches in with radioactive green. And I love, somebody on my Instaface said, it looks like green beans. And I kind of get that. Like sometimes when the green beans have the little bit of purple. But I love how the purple and the green, like it didn't totally, I didn't do the whole thing. So some of the original color came through. I dig it. It's not quite like, I was afraid it was going to be like Halloween is here, which it still could be. Halloween is here. But like, look, some of my speckles stayed and then overdyed with the green. And then some really cool stuff came out of there, man. So that's another one. I think that's it, dude. You know what? I want to see what this might look like skeined up. So.
Did you show that sock blank, the other one I cranked?
Sock blank, other one I cranked?
The other one I cranked? Of one of those?
You're talking about that one? No?
Did you show that already in the other video?
I just showed it just now?
No. Keep going.
Keep going. So this is not all the way dry. What do we got going on here? Go ahead, make fun of the way that I do this. We're a year into this, and I'm still no better than I was. I'm not going to keep this skeined up. Oh, that one came out a little black a little bit. I wonder how it got the black. There was no black in it. But, oops. No, I did not show that. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. You want to come sit down with me, honey?
No.
No? Thank you.
I've done enough videoing and.
So this is
walking.
still extremely wet. But that's pretty rad.
That is really rad. I like that one.
I like that one too.
That's your ice dye?
This is my snow dye. It's real Maryland snow. I told them earlier that the snow came down and said, "Hey there, Yarn. Oh, we're gonna be best friends. We're gonna go down the ocean there, one. And we're gonna have us a good time.
Okay.
We're gonna eat some crabs.
Not in the middle of winter.
We're gonna eat some crabs. We're gonna ow. Did y'all just see that on video? I just poked myself in the eyeball with a coat hanger. Oh, God. I feel like I've been dodging. Alright. So I showed you guys this at the beginning. This is also sparkly yarn that we did. That was fun. It was the all sparkling but only on, or all speckling but only on one side. My wife cranked this up too. You ready to see it? You ready to see it?
And it'll be for sale.
And it'll be for sale. So we did this like pulling thing kinda.
Pulling, micro striping.
I don't know if you can, I hope you can hear her. Pulling micro striping thing. It's pretty rad. Are you just going to sell this tube as a tube?
Yeah, it's just going to go in the shop already pre-cranked.
Pre-cranked. P-cranked.
Not P-cranked.
So, we have 2 tubes here. Look. Here. That's why I was saying earlier we usually get the stroll.
The bear stroll.
Bear stroll fingering, but they didn't have it, so we got the bear Felici. And that's where I feel like I'm ripping you guys off. I can't help it. I can't help it. Wait.
It's
yeah.
different.
It's definitely less yarn.
Yeah, I don't remember the yardage to those.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got some tubes, bro. We got drinking beers and shooting deers, and I have no clue what I'm naming this one. You want to name it for me? Go ahead. In the comments, name her for me. The weirder the better. Alright, y'all. So we done did it. That's it. That's everything. I know I haven't been around for a while. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for still watching if you are watching. And thank you guys for being awesome. I guess the next step is we're going to put some stuff in the shop because we missed all of Christmas. We had nothing in the shop all of Christmas while you were wanting to make your Christmas wish lists and stuff like that. We had nothing to offer, but we had the Corvid and all the things going on. We got some people in our family, loved ones with some health issues right now. Damn it, we're losing the game now. That's the life of a Ravens fan. We were winning, and then we started not winning, and we're currently not winning. And that seems to be our thing, like where we want to be winning, but we're not winning. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, man. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's dodged the Corvid. Anybody that hasn't dodged the Corvid, I hope you're doing okay with no lasting stuff. And yeah, man, talk to you soon. Knit.
Happy.
Somewhat happy, I guess. Or happy. Or aggravated. Annoyed. Knit annoyed. At the end.